Great first set of action here between the Lady Chiefs and the Lady Falcons. Dikit na dikit ang labanan, but the Arellano Lady Chiefs able to snatch that one 25-23. Balikan natin ang mga highlights mula doon sa first set.
Yeah, I mean, we did say that, both squads have come a long way, especially Arellano. From that first time they met, wherein they lost in straight sets, and they're proving it here, doing it, Buen is playing well, Prado, Marzan, they're playing as a team, and although a lot of errors, but Adamson, I feel, still not playing their usual game, very tentative, starting out slow, and Arellano just taking advantage of that.
We will see kung magsha-shuffle ba dito si Erpada. Ipapasok niya na ba si Kiara Permentilla? What other personnel or whatever mixes will she execute here in the second set? It will be intriguing to see. Now let's take a look at some of the statistics from that opening period.
Yeah, in terms of attacks, it's actually pretty close, just by one in favor of the Falcons. Blocking Lady Chiefs 4-1. Aces and errors pretty much the same. But it's really, we talked about how well Arellano is in defense, and they showed it through blocking in set one.
Jovelyn Prado, a standout in that first set. Looks like Kiara Permentilla is in the game here para kay Erpada. We will see how that affects the offense of the Adamson Lady Falcons. And Ponce with a great dig there. Great reactions kontra kay Marzan. Prado, naalusutan si Pinar.
Well, we know Prado, you don't want to have just one blocker challenging Jovi Prado.
So much confidence in her. She has executed very well here for the Arellano Lady Chiefs and had a nice opening set for them. And Nas, right down the middle. Well defended by Arellano. Flora goes deep.
Oh, good dig.
Ponce with a set of jobs, soft touch. First one para kay Permentilla, or rather for Pinar.
Yeah, read well there. Pinar was all over that ball from Marzan.
Nabanggit mo nga na rin, medyo disjointed pa dito ang Adamson. What will be necessary for them to pick up a bit of momentum here in the second?
Yeah, I think really it's they have to battle themselves. It's more of a psychological thing, because we know, especially based on this conference, how they can play, but they have got to get into the game.
Right. How quickly expectations rise.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're so right.
Ngayon, mapupuntahan natin si Roxy Montealegre.
Mula sa Olongapo hanggang sa last playing year niya, sabi ng veteran setter na si Fen M. Nas, wala daw katulad ang kanyang volleyball journey. Dagdag pa niya dito, for this game, ang focus daw niya ay maipakita ang leadership ability niya inside and outside the court, and to give ultimate confidence and trust sa mga spikers niya. At sabi rin niya, before this second set, ang ultimate motivation para sa buong team ay gawin ang lahat ng kanilang makakaya para maipanalo ang game for their leader, Gemma Galanza, who cannot play, who sustained that injury na nakita nga natin. At sabi pa nga niya dito rin, for this game, kagaya rin ng sinabi niyo, Ms. Noreen kanina, iniwala din siya na more than the physical strength, it's also mental and creative plays. So abangan natin kung makakabawi ba for this set ang Lady Falcons, at tingnan natin kung ano ba ang gagawin nila for this Otakan Volleyball. Jing?
Thank you so much, Rox Montealegre, third member of our broadcast team. And Femem Nas, she hit it right on the button there na talagang mas malaki yung role niya ngayon bilang leader now that Gemma Galanza is unable to play. She is there offering her support on the bench, but on the court, Femem Nas is going to be the leader that they look to, especially when times are getting tough here.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, she is the more seasoned player for Adamson, and she has to step up today.
Tacoron with a nice block there. Adamson able to take the lead.
Yeah, but it's interesting. You're right, to see this new six of Adamson, see how they play. But so far, so good.
Masyadong nabitin dun. Follow from the back row. A little bit of separation now for Adamson. Perez with the service.
Good serve.
Rocha. You gotta love her wind-up.
Yeah,
Lots of power.
that was a great set. Only one blocker. Yep, great set there. But of course, Marzana solved the play also.
Quick one down the middle. Arocha mixing it up. Off-speed hit. Nabasa ni Kiara. And she hits it into the net, and that one goes out.
Yeah, that set seemed like it was not comfortable. I mean, she wasn't that comfortable with that set.
And saying hello to Jan. Go Arellano Chiefs. I'm here at Arena to support you. Go for bronze medal. Go Prado. Go Regine. Ebuen, Ramirez, Flores, and Esguerra. And you gotta love it. Inside, watching it live, but also interacting via Twitter. We appreciate that. Ito, walang pangalan.
Always faithful.
Always faithful. Let's go, Adamson. Get that bronze. I'm glad you're watching and you see the supporters from both sides. Ito makikita natin si Lodi Ann Santos bounce back Lady Falcons. And right now, so far so good. Lamang sila ng dalawa. And thank you for all of your messages over Twitter. Continue to send them our way at ABS-CBN Sports at gamitin ang hashtag PVL on ABS-CBN.
Oh, great serve.
Dipped right in front of Prado. And now up by 3, the Lady Falcons take us into the technical timeout. The Adamson Lady Falcons looking resurgent dito sa pangalawang set. Up by 3 early on here. DJ Tronics providing the tunes at the Phil Oil Flying V Center dito sa San Juan City. Jing Ablang and Noreen Go. The broadcast partnership here calling the action, and FEU in attendance. They face off against the Ateneo Lady Eagles in the finals of the Collegiate Conference of the PVL.
But what about that finals? No, two teams with 2 new head coaches will gut it out in the finals. I mean, for the new coaches, what it's a good feeling that you get your team to the finals.
Absolutely a good start. Regardless of who wins that finals, to be in the finals, panalo na yun para sa mga bagong head coach. What a matchup that will be. And you, of course, ang tinatawag na favorites ngayon dahil hindi pa sila nakakatikim ng kahit isang pagkatalo.
That's true.
Nice block there from Permentilla. Pupuntahan ngayon si Arocha. Dacuron was trying to close out the space, but
then block nagawa na ng Lady dito sa second set pa lang natin. 0 pa lang. Nang alam natin kanina, 4 block points ang napakita ng Lady Chiefs. Pero
and what you heard there, Alfred and Billy of the live stream. If you are heading out on the road or just want a different perspective, puntahan nyo ang #1 sports website ng Pilipinas, sports.abs-cbn.com. Hanapin ang live stream para sa Premier Volleyball League, and you will get a fresh perspective with Alfred, of course, a former player of the UP Fighting Maroons, and Billy as well.
Yeah, and for those who want to catch the live streaming of the Battle for Third on Saturday, you can tune in, and there is live streaming. And it's live. That's why it's live stream.
Another point for the Lady Falcons now at 11-6.
yes, alam natin sa Dacuron, talagang famous running hit niya yun. Pa siya nakakapalo at nakakakuha ng magandang score dun.
And now we get a chance to say hello to Billy and Alfred. Hey guys. It seems they can't hear us at the moment. Oh, there you are.
Right on cue.
So what is the biggest difference right now na ang Adamson Lady Falcons, they seem to be doing much better here in the second. Perspective over there, Billy and Alfred keep doing a great job. Noreen, anything you want to ask?
Meron yan, sure ako.
About volleyball?
For Alfred.
For Alfred.
Miss Noreen, una.
Yeah, pero mamaya na i-text na lang. No, back to the game. What do you think? Coach Air sat ito si Eli Soyo, then May Roque, and so far it's been working wonders. What has this 6 been doing different as compared to the previous 6?
Well, for me, wala na masyadong hinahanap si Mnas na Eli Soyud sa offense sila. Nagpupuntahan yung mga bola na didistribute niya well. Siguro kaya rin mas maganda yung flow ng offense ng Adamson ngayon dahil madaming choices niya si Mnas for her offense.
Yeah.
Well, there
Actually,
you go.
yeah.
Always a nice perspective. Thank you very much, Billy and Alfred.
Thank you.
You guys keep doing a great job over there. Picking up the action here, 11-8. Long rally on her hands. Mnas pupuntahan si Bernadette Flora. Masyadong patusok yung palo niya doon. Straight into the net.
Yeah, but you know, they were right, no? Talking about Billy and Alfred, that the Coron is now actually showing us that her blocking prowess, which we already knew but wasn't really there in the first set.
Pinar getting extended minutes here. Christine Uy, of course, on the court as well. We saw Bernadette Flora is taking a breather as of the moment, so no hesitation whatsoever nakikita natin kay Erpada with regards to yung pag-shuffle niya ng mga players on the court.
Yeah, you really gotta love that, because if you're the player or if you're a player from Adamson, you can't be just relaxing. You know that anytime if I don't perform, Coach Air is just gonna take me out of the game.
Regardless kung ikaw ay si Christine Joy Soyud na, you know, a lot of expectations on your shoulders at alam ng mga tao kung ano yung abilidad mo, but if you're not performing in a particular game, you're gonna take a seat.
That's true, but you know the irony of it all, Jing, she is the leading scorer of Adamson. And after that first set with 7 and Tacuron with 3, with Arellano, Prado with 5 and Arroyo with 2, she actually is the leading scorer of the match. And obviously, Coach has sabi mo nga, or expectations are there already for Adamson and for Eddie Sawyer.
I think that's a testament really to how things have turned around para sa Adamson is inangat ni Erpada yung expectations ng mga players sa sarili nila.
Yeah.
And she is showcasing that right now by saying, Joy, you might be the leading scorer, but you can do so much more.
That's true. That's true.
And great execution there. Stopping that little skid para sa Lady Falcons. There is moving this lead back to 2.
And one thing also that Adamson is doing differently here in the second set is they realize that, you know, Marzan has been an option for Arellano. So they have been blocking well because they have been anticipating better.
One aspect na kailangan i-improve upon ng Arellano Lady Chiefs kahit na nakuha nila yung first set, nabanggit mo na rin, has been their errors in Jovelyn firing that one into the net there.
Yeah. What you don't want to see from your captain.
Ramirez has been doing such a great job setting up those middle attacks. This time the diversion, Prado.
Save.
The single coverage, Mnas acrobatic dig. But Prado finishing it off, and they just couldn't thwart 3 attacks in a row there from Arellano.
Yeah, Prado again using her volleyball smarts there, just actually just punching and knuckling it over. That's such a beach volleyball attack.
Rhea Ramirez, we haven't mentioned her enough perhaps dito sa larong ito, has been having a great game para sa Arellano Lady Chiefs. 19 excellent sets para sa kanya, and only we are in the second period.
Service, Ramirez.
Yep, and it's just again at 1 point separating both teams.
And Nas going to the opposite side. Soft touch para kay Pinar. Prado making the most of that one. A little bit of disjointedness sa atake ng Adamson. Marzan almost making them pay. Ponce will do the setup job from the back row there. Ebuen nakalusot. And we're all square at 14.
We're tied at 14.
Well, you know, based on that performance against NU, Arellano really showing us that, hey, we're NCAA champions and we deserve to be here, and they're showing it in today's game.
If I'm not mistaken as well, correct me if I'm wrong, Marine, yung Arellano, they had to do it in spectacular fashion against San Sebastian. How many times did they have to beat San Sebastian in a row? Was it 3 times?
I think it was similar to the year before, wherein no. The Blazers did it to San Sebastian and Arellano did it also.
Wow.
I think best tries to beat, I think. because it was a sweep.
Right.
Something like that.
So, kaya din natin nakikita yung composure ng Arellano in some of these bigger games. And you see them medyo behind sila in this second set, but they've kept their composure and they're keeping it really tight here in the second set.
That's true. Showing us the maturity that they've learned here in this conference.
Clever adjustment down the line para kay Buen.
Adamson.
At substitution ngayon, babalik si Bernadette Flora. Uupo muna si Roque.
Jovelyn Prado, team captain, serving.
Ponce's reception. And Nas goes to Kiara. At nakalusot doon si Parmentilla.
Through the block. Second technical timeout.
Into the second technical timeout we go. The Lady Falcons ahead, but just by one, 16-15. We said at the top of the broadcast, the best is yet to come here in the Collegiate Conference, and we're not being proved wrong here. Grabe ang nakikita nating labanan in this game one in the battle for third between Adamson and Arellano. Very little separating the two sides, and it has remained the story here in the second set.
Serving for the
Lady Falcons looking to build a cushion.
Yeah, well, both teams feeling each other out. But can you sense that it's kind of a slow second set altogether? I mean, we saw the semifinals were in, talagang bakbakan, and so far they're both playing, I think, mature volleyball. They're feeling their opponent out, but I feel somebody's got to start controlling this match.
Adamson will hope it is their opportunity now dito sa pangalawang set, at nakalusot yung palo niyon kay Marzan. So, umangat na dito sa tatlo ang kalamangan ng Adamson.
Yeah, Bernadette Flora. Actually, a good addition also to this the Lady Falcons. We saw it from last season. Really trying to pump up her team.
And with the lack of weapons that they had in the UAAP, so much responsibility fell on the shoulders of Bernadette Flora. It's nice to see her come to her own here in the PVL. Timeout Arellano. Pakinggan natin si Coach Obed.
19, Adamson.
Hindi na tayo nag-iisip, basta galaw na lang tayo ng galaw eh. Mas mataas ang utak kaysa sa pa kaya. Hindi talaga makakapalo yung spiker mo kung ididikit mo yung bola. Kanina ko pa sinasabi sa iyo eh. Idikit mo pa para lalo siya makapalo na maayos.
Activities begin at 1 o'clock with autograph signing.
Mag-isip ka, Rhea. Hindi ka na nag-iisip eh.
And then we have matches with the men's selection match at 4 o'clock. and the
Calm and
women's
collected on the
selection match
sideline
at
in the
6:15.
first set, but now nagkakabol dito ang Arellano Lady Chiefs, and Obed Javier digging into his setter, Rhea Ramirez, telling her to make the necessary adjustments against Adamson's defense.
A little bit of everything there in that huddle. A little bit of sarcasm.
On the back row, Flora with a nice hit. Racing over. Worried there that we were going to get involved for a moment as Regina Rocha made her way over to our table.
Well, yet another error for the Lady Chiefs. Coach Obed did mention, they're committing too many errors.
Perez.
Certainly hasn't been a perfect set para sa Adamson, pero natulungan nga sila dito ng mga error ng Arellano. Finally, a clean conversion. Regina Rocha.
16-20. Substitution.
Berutiao papasok for service duties.
6.
Upo muna si Andrea Marzan.
Let's see if Verutiao can actually
Sara Verutiao.
serve better than
Serving
she
for the
did. She
Lady
was
Chiefs.
1-1, no? 50%.
Yeah. Nice looping serve from her. And Nas. Bermudilla. We will need a moment. Nope, not in, says
17-20.
our first official.
Yeah, it looked out from our perspective.
Service.
We caught it. Ooh, very close, but yeah, you're probably right. Just out there. Good call mula kay Yul Binosa. And Nas. Jump serve from her. There was a net touch
Net
against
touch for
Arellano.
the win. 21.
Ouch,
17.
another error.
And just as they were picking up steam, Noreen,
These errors are going to haunt Coach Obed and the rest of the Lady Chiefs.
Pinar serve. Prado takes over there. Powering through the double block, but quick reactions mula kay Dacoron to keep it alive. Nice and high mula kay Ponce. Difficult one para kay Bernadette Flora. Chance ngayon para sa Arellano. Cross court is good.
They're still in it. You know, if they can just check their errors, they can still make a set out of this.
Substitution. Arellano.
Edwin with a point. And Bello is checking into the game para kay Ramirez. Coach Obet making a bold move here, replacing his setter.
Well, in that previous huddle, we saw how he was really, really disappointed with the way she was setting. So we expected this.
Bello. Attacking there, got a deflection from the block. Soft touch para kay Permentilla. Well read.
Finding that hole in the defense of Arellano.
Up against the double block, making it look easy. Kiara Permentilla. Sat out the first set, has really made an impact here in the second. And Nas on the floor, digging that one up. Tiao with a set. Back set doing wonders there as Arocha finishes it off.
I was watching Jovi Prado actually pointing for Verutiao to set it to Arocha. Directing the play there.
Gina Rocha set to serve. Facing a 3-point deficit. This reception mula kay Kiara Permentilla.
And she scores off the hand of Permentilla.
Timeout dito. Si Air Pada.
Like, Arocha served every ball short. And it's like no one knows that it's coming. I don't know why you guys just don't scoot up a little bit. You can't pass a serve-receive ball like this. You know what's wrong with this? Yeah, your butt's sticking out. Joy, on the block over there, you can't reach like that. She only hits cross. You gotta, and if you're late, then you just need to leave a hole. Don't do that. It's messing up the defense. Okay, let's go.
Bit of technical advice mula kay Air Pada to the Lady Falcons.
Reception 101.
Yeah.
Just 2 points.
Join us on October 29th for the Premier Volleyball League's All-Star Sunday. Activities begin at 1 p.m. and there will be autograph signings and photo ops, followed by 2 very exciting matches where a selection of athletes from the men's and women's PVL teams will battle it out. At 4 p.m. is the men's match, at 6 p.m. is the women's match, and that is on Sunday, October 29th, here at the Phil Oil Flying V Center, so make sure to be there. The PVL All-Star Sunday. Don't miss out.
Yeah, that's going to be 2 exciting matches. I mean, we always love watching All-Star games.
Yeah. 2 points away are the Lady Falcons from tying this game up. But the Arellano Lady Chiefs extending this set further, finding the corner there was Prado, and a host of substitutions coming. Para kay Coach Obet, Javier, Marzan rather, Ramirez checks back in, and so does one more player that I did not see.
That was Balanova.
Balanova, there she is.
Yeah, serving. But if you're the Chiefs, you really want to give it to your captain right now. She's got to take over if you want to at least extend the set.
Joust at the top. Flora reacting quickly here. Permentilla from the back row. Ramirez back in the game. It's a little short for Prado. Flora gets some power on that. Arocha doing the setup job for Prado, who adjusted well there in midair. Ramirez setting up the quick hit.
Oh, still alive.
Wonderful reactions wala sa Adamson. Buhay pa dito. Marzan, nayangat ni Emnas. Back row attack para kay Permentilla. Arellano, an opportunity here. Prado powers it through.
The block.
Yeah, that's Jovi Prado for you. Getting it through the blockers.
Look at that from Ponce and Permentilla. But at the end of the day, Prado just too strong, and now there's a timeout. Let's listen into Adamson.
Watch game 2 of the finals in the men's division on Saturday.
Well, you're not even there to get your hands over the net. So now, this is what you look like. You're not going to block a ball like that. If you're late, you just got to leave a hole. And if you leave a hole, you guys know how to adjust on the defense. Okay? That's it. You're going to get another opportunity. Do it the right way. 2 points. Let's go.
Again, addressing the blocking. Head coach ng Adamson na si Erpada.
Yeah, I mean,
Just 1
she really
point
makes a
for
lot
the
of
Lady
sense because
Chiefs to
the
tie
defense, the
second
floor
set.
defense, will also
Still
base
at
their
0
movements on the blockers.
Day.
So, like what Coach Air was saying, if you're late, when you move your hand, the defense will have to adjust it. So sometimes, and normally you practice based on proper blocking. So Coach just doesn't want to mess up the floor defense.
Prado has really taken over here.
23.
Against a single block of Fem Gimnasia, you have to take your chances with Jovelyn Prado.
But what a time for both Marzan and Prado to be in the front row. This is the crucial moment of the second set.
All square at 23. Ponce with the reception. Can Adamson respond? Or will Arellano keep their momentum going here? Great reactions mula kay Ponce. Palo ni Flora. Ramirez pupuntahan si Prado. Goes for the off speed this time. Flora. Soft touch. Hulog doon ni Ramirez. Nabasa ng Adamson. Who does she set up here? Marzan.
Good defense by both teams.
And Mentilla from the back row. And that one goes out.
Ball is out.
Lady Chiefs take the lead.
Now, at set point
and-
advantage.
Set point. That's a painful error there by Mentilla. Good read by that Balanova.
Balanova.
What a run of points here para sa Arellano Lady Chiefs. If they can take this set, they take a commanding lead in this game. Flora extending it.
Off the block. We're tied at 24.
You know, you gotta love the attitude of Bernadette Flora. She was asking for the ball. She wants the set, and look at the outcome. She gets the point for Adamson.
Game captain.
Gina Rocha diving for that one, just a second late. Rocha's reception. Prado. Nagpapatuloy. Napakagandang pinapakita dito ni Jovelyn Prado in the second set.
The Lady Chiefs.
Yep, you know the captain will take over. If you give her the set, this is crunch time, and you really go to your ace spike.
Ramirez for the serve.
Not shirking from her responsibility at the least here ang kapitan ng Lady Chiefs. And Bernadette Flora sent back.
Well read by
They
Prado.
complete the comeback here in the
Arellano
second
takes
set.
the second set.
And now they are up 2
26-24.
sets to nothing. The Arellano Lady Chiefs, what a performance here in the second period.
Well, led by their captain, Jovi Prado just was hot and on fire towards the end of that second set, lifting her team from a comeback and to win the second set.
In the tightest of fashions, 26-24. Magbabalik kami with highlights and statistics and third set action. Don't go anywhere.